Welcome to our Vision of the Future project. This website serves as a guiding reference for elementary educators. After completing a 4-week course that focused on today's emerging technologies, we came to the startling realization that student voice is often lacking in our educational practices. Our classrooms are increasingly diverse, with English language learners and students with exceptionalities, and as a result, many students are simply not heard. They are the voiceless in our classrooms. To increase students' learning opportunities and opportunities for collaboration and communication, we believe that game-based learning is the future of our educational practices. The image in front of you may serve as a reminder of a classroom that you once sat in as a child. Perhaps your own classroom continues to look this way, with you, the educator, stationed at the front of the room in control of the lessons and outcomes. And while this method has been the norm since the dawn of the public education system, we must begin to imagine a different kind of teaching reality. Let us envision together for a moment a room bustling with activity, groups of students clustered around their devices as they tackle the next challenge in their game program. Students spread on the floor as they cut and paste their game board pieces together. Students building creations on their desks with Bloxel cubes, then snapping a photo of their design to be uploaded on their device. This vision of the future excites us tremendously. However, we would be the first to admit that we did not feel this way just 4 weeks ago. How we teach is greatly dependent on how we were taught ourselves once upon a time. When we were in elementary school, teachers exhibited a didactic teaching style. A teacher was centered in the front of the class, listing off our list of tasks to complete. There was a focus on individualized work, which included verb conjugation, novel studies, and the memorization of facts. As Spencer and Giuliani, 2016, stated, "We learn to think like our educators, not for ourselves." This style was not unique to our generation. Rose, 2012, found that today our nation is diverse and our technical capabilities are more powerful than ever. However, we continue to find that classrooms focus on conformity, uniformity, and standardization. Robinson, in 2006, found that the public school system was created in the 19th century to meet the needs of industrialism. Yet why do we continue to see these practices in today's classrooms, almost 200 years later?
Public systems of education paid for from taxation were invented to meet the needs of the industrial economy that was emerging in the 18th and 19th centuries, where we needed a workforce who could do certain sorts of things.
Our ordinary workmen have a tradition of skill behind them.
The high schools of today were essentially designed in the 19th century, and they reached their zenith in the 1950s. In the old days, we say one size fits all. Okay, 30 kids, put them in a classroom, we're going to teach them the same material, you're all expected to get it the same way.
Page 56, boy, page 56.
There's a great emphasis on lining up and bells and, these vast movements from room to room, a bit like movement of vast tribes, really, all at key times, bottlenecks, putting children in age cohorts, regardless of whether that's got any purpose at all.
In the old days, it used to be the teacher as the man or woman, the person up front who knows it all. And here are these young people who are listening to this person who knows it all, and they take it all in, and if it's a good teacher, you all get it and you move on.
I won't forget to tell you when it's time to stop, lad.
There's a tendency to look backwards.
Thank you, sir.
Always to say, well, there was a golden age of education, and if we just get back to that, everybody will be absolutely fine, all wearing blazers and, boaters and sort of doing reading, writing, and arithmetic.
Potty bam, potty bass, potty bat.
Potty bam, potty bass, potty bat, cricket bat.
Schools become steeped in history, in the past, in static knowledge, and fail to capture the here and now. And schools often fail to prepare young people for contemporary society, for the realities of the world in which we are living. And even more significantly, fail to prepare young people for the emerging issues of our time.
How is this helping our children in terms of what they're going to be as adults? in 25 years' time, a time we don't really know what it's going to be like? How adaptable are they going to be? How versatile are they going to be? And how confident are they going to be?
As so poignantly stated in the video, we question how our current teaching practices will encourage students to become versatile, adaptable, and confident. This thought is echoed by Burris, Strawhacker, and Visor, 2018, who argued that teachers must continuously question the type of learners that we want children to become. Should we not strive to develop curious innovators, creative problem solvers, creative thinkers, caring collaborators? We believe wholeheartedly, yes. Our own children and our students will require a unique skill set in the 21st century. They will need to be critical thinkers, collaborators, problem solvers, leaders, and creative. Children today cannot be taught simply one program, one application, or one technique to learn these skills. Technology advances far too quickly to focus on one platform. Craddock, 2015, argued that creating and making will address students' changing needs. The culture of making is critical in the global economy where much of what is known now will be obsolete in 3 years. That means that what a high school student learns as a first-year student will either be untrue or outdated by graduation. Rather than teaching students a specific programming language like Python, Maker Education focuses on how to use programming to solve a problem and which types of computer programming language is used for which type of tasks. So how can we foster these qualities in our children? We believe in an untraditional, perhaps quite unusual way, game-based learning. Game-based learning is tremendously versatile and can be used with children's ever-changing needs. And trust us when we say this, that response even surprises us. 4 weeks ago, we entered the Emerging Technologies course with no understanding of game-based learning. Games, we believed, were to be played after students had completed their real work. How could the curriculum even be taught through gameplay and game development? As McGonigal, 2011, found, many people, typically non-gamers like us, believe that games are good for wasting time, tuning out, and losing out on real life. Games may be fun, but they're not educational. We have now learned that gaming can provide students with more satisfying work, a stronger social connection, and an opportunity to learn by doing, which, as the Mind Research Institute, 2016, states, learning by doing means learning by failing over and over. As you now begin to navigate our site, we would like to highlight certain features. You will notice the tabs at the top of the site. You can begin with a tour into the past to explore historical perspectives on education, before viewing more modern perspectives. The central focus of our vision lies in the Student Voice and Gaming tab, where we will dissect how game-based learning will include students of all backgrounds, while simultaneously developing our future leaders. We have created designs of our future dream gaming classrooms that are located under the Classroom Design tab. Finally, you can find a number of resources, including books, academic journal articles, and videos that can help further develop your understandings of game-based learning, as we hope that you will join us on this initiative. We can do this together.